Welcome to the Clean Rock One podcast. What? All right, so my special guest today is Jaded Moon. She has been a longtime friend of mine for, it's been like at least 10 years now.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So, I brought you here today.
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel like you are a very interesting character. And it's funny because a lot of my dude friends, they're hitting me up because they're like, what's up with that girl, Jaded Moon? So, we're about to give it to them.
They want stuff in their butt.
I'm not going to say no.
I mean, we don't know. You know what I mean? You never know until you get there.
I think that you're probably, I'm going to say you're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ask specifically, like, so what, you want something in your butt? But so is that like a thing with you?
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
Okay, so all right, so welcome everyone to the Clean Rock One podcast. Jaded Moon here, and we're just going to basically talk, and we're going to let you get to know her.
Yeah.
So go ahead and introduce yourself so I don't have to do it.
All right, cool. So I'm Jaded Moon. I've been a tattooer since the year 2000. Basically, I specialize in fetish style tattoos, lewd artwork. Basically, you know, I do all odd body parts. So I tattoo taints, dicks, buttholes, the whole array of anything that you could think of that's within fetish or sexual style content. So. And
I'm going to say that when you're in Vegas, you work at one of my shops.
Yeah, I work at multiple, different depending on what I'm doing. So, if I'm going to tattoo a butthole or a dick, then I'm probably going to go to Nevada Tattoo Company. But if I'm going to maybe tattoo something on a normal body part, I'll go to Golden Skull or Chrome Gypsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically let's get right fucking to it.
Sure.
So you tattoo assholes. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like I'm at the shop and I'm over here trying to do my work, and here's this fucking hot ass girl on all fours fucking spread the fuck wide open.
All my clients are hot little sluts. It's awesome.
And I'm over here trying to work and not be a creep. But the whole time this girl is basically just giggling, getting her asshole tattooed. And I'm over here cringing like I know what it's like to take a fucking big dump.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
And this girl is over here just fucking loving life. What did that one chick get? Because I
can't remember. I think she got,
because you do so many fucking butthole tattoos,
I do
so
a lot.
they all blur together.
I think the one you're thinking of specifically, she's a local chick from here, but I think she got Lucky You. I think that was her.
Yeah, lucky me. Lucky me.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no satisfying a chick like that.
No. I mean, to be honest,
dudes are breaking themselves off. Like I got this, man.
No.
Yeah. It's not.
No, you don't, buddy. I feel like these clients, who are getting these very specific body parts, people always ask like the pain level of these tattoos. And to be honest, I think that they're so dedicated to this. They really want this tattoo. They're so into it that they actually enjoy it. Like I make it as good of an experience as possible. I try to make it as awkward as possible. And I think that, naturally they're pretty down. So they sit really well. They don't complain a lot. And, they don't make a lot of, I can't see their face because their face is down, but
Yeah, I mean, I saw her face the whole fucking time, and she definitely didn't look like she was in pain. But okay, you know what? Let's get to another topic. I remember one time, because me and you are fucking broskies.
Yeah.
Like, we're like bros.
Totally.
And everybody's always like, oh, are you fucking that chick? You fucking that chick? And I'm like, no, she's like my fucking best friend.
Yeah.
So I remember one time picking up my phone, and I got a text from Jaded Moon.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking picture of a pussy. And I was like, what the fuck is it? This bitch is sending me pussy pictures. But then I had to double take because I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's a picture of a pussy, but there's a butthole on the top of it.
Yeah.
And it was a dude's taint that you tattooed.
Yeah.
A picture perfect, flawless portrait of a chick's pussy.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much probably my most famous tattoo. It's the
I
one
was
that
floored.
people...
My jaw dropped, and I was like, nailed it.
Yeah.
Because I literally thought you said.
And it looks like it has a like people think it is actually pierced, but there's a piercing in the tattoo.
Yeah,
But honestly, there isn't.
Can you Google that?
Yeah, you can Google it. You can go to my website, and it's on there. So
if you go to Jaded Moon,
it's www.jadedmoontattoo.com. You'll see it. So
yeah, when you see this tattoo, I mean, I straight up was like, this is like the detail in it, just the craftsmanship and the photograph. I literally had to like look at this like 3 times to be like, wait a minute, what the?
Yeah.
And then as soon as you see the dude's balls hanging down, you're like, whoa! Like you're
like mind fuck.
Yeah, your mind is blown away, and then you're just like, what the hell? So I think I immediately like called you like, what the?
Yeah.
But so how did that guy sit?
The thing about that guy in particular, he hit me up. Actually, he found me on Tinder. And so I don't know if he was just trying to hook up or what. And then he found out I was a tattooer. Then he found out that I did odd body parts. And honestly, that was his very first tattoo that he'd ever got.
No way.
Yes. It was his very first tattoo. And
like all you guys out there thinking that you're a boss, get your first tattoo.
Get your taint tattooed, bro. Yeah. Nah. So it was
this guy didn't want anyone to see it except for his special friend.
Yeah, like whoever. But anyway, yeah, so he wasn't apprehensive at all, I think because he didn't know the process of tattooing. He wasn't, I don't think that he, in his mind, I think he was just cool with it because he was so unfamiliar with the world of tattooing.
I'm going to go off on a limb and say that guy has no problem taking a fist in his ass.
I'm going to say so, too. I think he's a down-ass motherfucker.
I'm going to say there probably isn't too much that's going on near his asshole that is going to affect it.
So eventually I ended up tattooing not only his taint, I ended up tattooing his full dick. I've tattooed his balls. I've tattooed his butthole. He has a super elaborate mandala around his butthole. And he still hasn't got any normal tattoos.
So, okay.
And I don't know if this is the ultimate hit on me thing. Like, hey, if I could just get her in this area enough times, eventually she'll go out with me.
Maybe she'll do a little slip of the thumb.
No, I've never, he has hit on me and I was kind of like, nah, I'm cool, bro. You know what I mean? So I think I've seen too much of that area, I think. So.
If somebody, because I get this all the time, and people always ask me, what's the craziest tattoo you've ever done? And my reply is, well, what do you think's crazy?
It's all on your level.
Like, do you think it's crazy that I tattooed, a chick's name on a dude's dick?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's crazy that I tattooed my own balls?
Yeah.
Do you think it's crazy that, like, what do you, like, I'm like, well,
what's in your mind is crazy, yeah. I have had a couple.
I think it's crazy when people get pictures of Jesus on them.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
I have 2, I think, that like absolutely stand out in my mind that I was a little bit like wowed by. So normally,
this is gonna be good.
Yeah, because normally I have like everything odd, you know what I mean? Like it's like all kinds of sodomy and fucking just all of it, you know what I mean? So like I've had 2 that kind of I was like a little shook. Like I was like, oh, okay. So one was it was a chick actually, and she wanted the one man, one jar, which is like the dude, I guess it's like on YouTube. She actually asked me if I could watch the video so I could get inspiration before the tattoo, I couldn't fucking finish the video. Like, I was like, this,
is
yeah,
that
it's
the
the
one where
dude.
the jar breaks
Yeah,
in
he
the guy?
breaks it in his butthole.
I haven't seen
I
it.
can't. I couldn't. As soon as there was like a little blood, I was like pukey. Like, I was like, I have to stop this. Like, I can't watch it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
there was that one, and yeah. So I mean, she said that it reminded her of her first
of her uncle.
Yeah. I was like, who hurt you as a child? No, I'm just kidding. No, it reminded her of, it was the first, she said it was the first porn that she'd ever watched, which is absolutely not a porn. Like, I think that, you know, it's a YouTube thing, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but is it on YouTube though?
I think it's on YouTube. You can pull it up. One Man, One Jar. So that was kind of why I think one of the ones I was like, oh, okay. Only because of the actual, like, I had to watch the video myself, which I do a lot. If I'm not familiar with the fetish, you know what I mean? Someone's into some weird balloon thing or something, like, I go the mile to, like, go look it up, you know what I mean? So there was that one. Then I had another client who, honestly, he's like a super funny dude, and I really like him a lot. He got Jesus bent over with a ball gag in his mouth with Lilith, who Lilith is, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with any kind of religious things, but she was like, I believe she was like one of the first like demon women, but she was like a fallen angel type of thing. So anyway, so she's behind him, just railing, just pegging him out, and he's like bent over, and he has like a ball gag in his mouth. Now, Instagram will not allow me to...
That's another topic we're going to get into.
Instagram will not allow me to post this. Every time I post it, it gets flagged, which is fine, but it's...
Okay, so do you have that kind of stuff on your
my
OnlyFans?
website? It's on my you know, my OnlyFans, I absolutely, because
what's up with your OnlyFans? Because that's like a new thing right now.
Yeah,
I see like every hot chick has one.
Yeah, I literally have gone through 7 Instagrams. I lose them about twice a year. I'm a little too much, I think, for social media. So I lose my Instagrams pretty regularly. So honestly, because of this, I started an OnlyFans. And my OnlyFans, I think a lot of people were excited about because I like to be naked. I'm most comfortable being naked. And so I think that people were excited to see my nipples finally uncensored without little like glares over them or something like that.
Or if you've never been to any tattoo shows, you can find her tattooing with no shirt on.
Yeah, absolutely. I tattoo with my top off all the time.
Yeah, shirts off,
I do
party,
wear
bro.
pasties for children's sakes because I guess nipples are offensive. I don't know.
Even though every kid's got one stuck in his mouth.
Yeah.
Especially millennials.
Yeah. But yeah,
got their dad's tits stuck in their mouth.
But yeah, I think the OnlyFans is pretty cool. I don't know what people's expectations were of my OnlyFans, like what they were wanting from it. But basically, I just do everything naked. I cook naked. I draw naked. OnlyFans is basically me doing my everyday life as I'm doing it, just minus my clothes. That's pretty much about it. So, like I said, I work out, I cook, I freaking do everything. So, and for a little extra money, you can watch me do extracurricular activities, and that's pretty much about it.
Sorry about that. My dog decided he wanted to just wander and flip off my power switch. So, but anyhow, now he's like, he got the picture. So you probably see him walking around. So, all right. So basically, I'm sure everybody's dying that knows about you. They want to know what's up with the pegging.
The pegging.
So if you don't know what pegging is,
Google it.
Yeah, if you're listening to this right now or you're watching this, pegging is basically when a chick puts on a strap-on dildo.
Yeah, hold on, I brought one. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Hold on, I got it.
Oh my god.
I carry it around just in case. You never know.
Oh my god.
So, So if you guys, obviously you can't see this, but anyways, it's pretty much.
You can see it on the camera right there if you're watching YouTube.
Let me lay it out for you.
So basically, pegging is chick puts on a strap on and basically screws the dude in the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Have you ever screwed a dude in the ass with that and then made him suck it?
Oh, of course.
So he's basically
I'm like, suck it, you little bitch.
So he's basically putting his own shit in his mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a dirty
Yeah,
pig.
they love it. They love it. Honestly, the pegging. So
How did it start?
I honestly have been pegging for so long.
So did it?
But I can't remember the first time it happened.
So did a guy come in and say, "Hey, you know what? Have you ever done this? Let's try it." Or were you just like, "I'm all in"?
I'm all in all the time. Okay, first, I mean, there's an evolution of pegging, right? Okay. So it doesn't just start with the strap on. At first you have a vibrator at your house and you're like, hey, you know what I mean? First it's a little circular rim job type of action and you get them a little bit into it. And then eventually in life, I acquired my first strap on. And so, this is not it. I've worn them down so much that I have to get rid of them.
She's putting so many miles on the damn thing. She's got to trade them in.
I got to retire them every once in a while. But,
yep, wore this one out.
But
rubber don't last forever.
But to be honest, as far as pegging goes, I always, when I introduce this to somebody, the thing is about sex, to me anyways, is that there's only so many things you could do. You could do missionary style, you could do this position, you could do that, you could do this. Now, if you don't decide in your life that you'd like to step it up a little bit and you'd like to try other things, you stay kind of in that groove of really pretty normal sex, and so it's just not interesting anymore.
I mean, I think I can agree with that. I was married for a while and things just get boring and monotonous.
Yeah.
But then you also get so far into that boring and monotonous thing that when you do step out of okay, let's try some new shit.
Well, it's hard to get your partner sometime to understand your mindset of what you're wanting.
They're just like, you're fucking somebody else. I know it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, bitch.
No.
I'm fucking
so
bored
what
of this
I
pussy.
try to do is I try to level up from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
I'm pretty sure anybody hanging out with you, knows
my level.
They're not just gonna get some boring missionary.
I don't even know what missionary is, honestly.
Let's do this with the lights off.
No. The windows are definitely open, lights are all on, all of that. But so I usually try to approach the pegging when I introduce it to somebody as a health thing. I'm like, oh, you know what? This is healthy, milking your prostate. It's good. It's good. It's has so many.
Is that a thing, milking your prostate?
Absolutely.
Where have I been?
Yeah, you definitely got to keep that thing healthy, you know what I mean, well lubed. So, and to be honest, I always go in that direction. And then honestly, the G spot for a man is up in their butthole. So it's literally in the same place that the women have their G spot. It's also there for the man. So a man can have an extremely awesome orgasm with the aid of me and my strap-on. So I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah,
is how I feel about
all the
it.
guys out there hating right now.
Think about it.
Are definitely
you know what I mean?
thinking,
Call me.
Wait a minute here.
DM me.
I mean, okay, so I definitely think that when you talk to a dude, I ain't no fucking fag.
Yeah.
But I think it's a complete, total different deal when you've got a hot chick involved.
Yeah, I do not in any way. I've had tons of partners really nervous about the idea that it's some kind of weird homophobic thing, but I'm like, I'm not a dude, and this isn't a real dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference taking a big dump? I guess it's just going the opposite way.
Yeah. It's so true. And everybody knows how great a dump feels. You know what I mean? When you poop, and you're like, awesome.
Yeah. All right. I will say,
so
when you're like, God damn it, you're driving home as fast as you can because you there is nothing more
satisfying
than like just flying in your driveway, running in, and just exploding.
That's literally like me pegging. It's the same thing.
Dudes are driving as fast as they can to get home.
To get pegged. You know what I mean? I'm ready. I need to loosen shit up in there.
Well, yeah.
Where's Jade?
So obviously you gotta fucking bang out the lube, right?
So I make them suck it first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tell them that that's how it gets lubed up, but honestly, yes, we use lube. But a little spit goes a long way. Yeah, absolutely. Of course I'm going to lube it up. I'm pretty nice with the pegging, you know. I feel like I'm pretty generous.
So basically all the cardio that you're doing, you know, cuz I mean, I know I try to do as much cardio as possible because you know, I want to try and be on my game.
Yes.
So outside of fucking, you know, if you're not doing cardio, well then when it comes down to fucking, well, clearly your cardio game isn't up to par.
Yes.
You know, if these guys can't fucking hang a minute in the fucking ring, you know, boxing,
I don't want to know
let alone what their fuck game's like.
Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, I think...
So all you guys out there, like, get on your fucking cardio, bro.
Yeah,
make your old lady
absolutely, dude.
Or your dude.
I definitely, I don't really ever fuck people that are older, like in their 40s or anything. All the dudes I fuck are like 20s, anywhere from 23 to 26. I rarely go above that.
That was a shout out for all you 23 to 26-year-olds. Get in the DMs. You got a shot.
But I did one time.
All the old guys that are listening to this are like dying. They're like,
damn
it. I've been in your DMs for a month and I haven't gotten a reply. You know why.
I did fuck this one dude one time just for the sake of me knowing what it was like to fuck like an older dude. You know what I mean? He was in his 40s. And anyways, first he asked if we go to Sizzler. And I don't know.
Is that even a thing?
I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, obviously it still is because that was around.
Wait, are there Sizzlers out here in Vegas?
No, there aren't. Are there some
The last one that I knew was on Trop and Eastern, and it's not there anymore. It's
okay.
Now. But it's
all right. Well,
this
was not in Vegas, and so, anyways, we went to Sizzler. Then
note to self: Jaded Moon probably doesn't like Sizzler, guys.
I know.
Like, don't.
All you can eat shrimp is pretty bomb, but still not. I'm still not down with the Sizzler. So anyway, all right, so he was getting laid no matter what because I needed to fulfill this whole idea of sleeping with somebody who was like in their 40s. It didn't matter where he took me, what he said.
If he only knew that he was guaranteed, he could have saved that $12.
So, dude, totally. So anyways, so we go back to his spot, and anyways. And like I said, you know, I'm used to like 20-year-olds, so they got, you know, a lot of stamina and mostly gym dudes. So anyways, all of a sudden I'm bent over and I can actually feel, and it's cold in his spot, you know what I mean, in his house. And so I can feel sweat or moisture hitting my back. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So I look over my shoulder and this dude is like pouring buckets of sweat off of him, and I'm thinking, you're really not doing that good of a job.
So was he like?
He was just out of shape. He's just like an older. I mean, not really. Like his body wasn't. I had a little bit of a dad bod, but not too crazy. You know, I just didn't.
Did he pull a Pooh Bear?
What's a Pooh Bear?
it's when fat guys fuck with their shirt on.
No, he actually had his shirt off.
I didn't know what a Pooh Bear was.
I didn't know that either.
Until this chick was like, I hate it when fat guys pull the Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
I guess it's when fat guys fuck with their shirt on because they don't.
So he definitely wasn't fat.
So they look like Winnie the Pooh
with
their shirt cut.
Yeah. That's good. But anyway, so I was definitely not fulfilled at all, and he looked exhausted, and so I just said, you know what, just lay the fuck down. I got this. Like, I do a lot of cardio, so I got no problems, you know what I mean? So I just get on top of him, and I just start riding this dude fucking hard. I got the bed fucking rail. I am just fucking getting it in, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, he puts his hand to my chest, and he's gasping for fucking air.
Just laying there.
Yeah, he's laying there. He's exhausted.
Doing nothing, dying.
Yeah, and his hand is on my fucking chest. And he's like, to stop me, you know what I mean? And he's like, and I'm like, what the fuck? fuck? Okay, so I stop for half a moment. He reaches into his nightstand and he grabs out his inhaler.
Oh my God.
And he's just like, whoosh, whoosh, and he takes a couple hits, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I swear to God, I thought I was gonna fucking kill this dude.
So you basically...
so I bet...
You basically traumatized this guy.
Forever. Yeah, he's never gonna fuck a girl named Jaded Moon ever again.
Because now he's like, I need to, what are you doing, dog? Come on, come on, go. You're gonna step on stuff. Good boy. My dog's trying to get in the picture.
Yeah.
He's like, let me in, bro. So basically, you traumatized this guy. So now he's looking for older chicks. He's like, I need to go with the older, more out of shape.
Yeah, he definitely was not going to hang with me. And
so did you peg him?
So, okay, so he definitely, I think that a lot of guys are intrigued by me, or they go for me based off of the fact that they know that I peg dudes.
I literally have dudes hitting me up that are like, they're like, yo, dude, hook me up. I'm like, dude, I'm like, are you
23?
Serious? What
do you do a lot of cardio?
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? You don't have a fucking DM? Like,
yeah,
get in it.
Get in there. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know. I'm not like with a bunch of older dudes, so I usually fuck younger dudes, and I don't know. I'm never probably going to fuck an older dude again, I don't think.
Unless he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, if he has a lot of money, I'm all in.
Unless he's got a big last name or a big bank account.
Yeah.
Or whatever that country song is.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, okay, let's get into what specifically turns you on? Like, if you were like, this is my picture perfect fucking, besides fucking, a 20-something year old dude who can fucking run the fucking mile in 5 minutes.
Got it. Okay, so for me, I honestly
what's the one thing that you are like, oh shit, this is going down in the fucking, and I'm gonna remember this.
Fuck. Okay. So usually for me, all right, I kind of don't ever really know that I like something until somebody introduces it to me. And then I'm really open, so I'm always down to try something out. So I was fucking this stripper for a while, and
dude or chick?
It was a dude.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a dude. He was 23 actually, and so this is how it went down. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna pretend that sometimes I'm not like a super big hoe. So anyways,
I'm sure we were all wondering.
So anyways, we actually have the exact same birthday, and a homegirl of mine was like, yo, you need to fuck with this dude, he used to do porn, blah blah blah, all this shit. So I literally just looked at his fucking Facebook and kind of stalked him a little bit. Well, it must have prompted him to that my shit came up, and he actually DM'd me. And I was like, yo, we have the same birthday. And he was like, oh my God, we do. So I basically hit him up and said, yo, come over, let's fuck. If we have the same birthday, it's our birthday, we might as well fuck, right? So he basically came over. We never had any conversation beyond that.
How come I don't get chicks fucking in my DMs that are like,
you need somebody who has the same birthday.
Come over.
Let's
slay the fucking cock right now.
Yeah.
There's always this whole fucking process.
Oh yeah.
Of
it depends on what I'm looking for. You know
what I should start doing?
Yeah.
I should start fucking telling chicks, okay, let's get the fucking sex thing going right now before we even fucking get any, and that's gonna determine where I'm gonna take you for dinner.
Absolutely. I feel like, you know what I mean? I like to ride a little bit or get a little taste of something before I buy the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not I'm not trying to invest anything.
I'm a romantic though.
Yeah, okay.
I like fucking date night, and I like fucking, because sometimes I'll take a chick on a date, and if they are complete, just not my thing.
Yeah.
Not my. I'm just kind of like, okay, see ya
later.
So,
well, I definitely like that too. But this one situation, it was not the situation whatsoever. So this was like, it's my fucking birthday. I need some dick. Come over and rail me out. Okay.
Which is pretty much like every chick on their birthday.
Yeah. And so that was about it.
How many of you girls can relate to this?
So literally this dude, he comes over. Now I have a favorite position. Now that usual favorite position, usually
I'm sure everybody's dying to know.
Yeah,
so.
it literally entails multiple things, which would include some rope and ball gags and things like that. But in this one particular situation, myself and this person didn't know each other at all beyond the one conversation that was come over and rail me out, and which he did show up like 20 minutes later, which I think he lives 30 minutes away. So he was racing over. He was sweaty when he got there. I think he ran up to my door. So then he comes in. And without saying anything, we just get straight to it. That was it. There was no small talk, no nothing. And he literally put me in, which is my favorite position. So, which is where I would be laying down completely flat, my legs together. Granted, I would prefer, like I said, to be tied up with a ball gag, all that thing, completely like submissive. Him hopefully holding my head down, maybe so where I'm slightly suffocating, maybe with a little bit of air here and there. But that was obviously not the situation at this point. So he just literally put me in that one position where he gets on top of me, my legs are together, and he just slides it in. Now, because he did that, I was so turned on because it was like he knew like exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? He was like mind reading me or something. I was so wet that I was dripping. I was literally laying in a puddle on my bed that he could probably put his dick anywhere he wanted. So he basically put his dick in my butthole like right after that. And he put
regular Saturday night.
Just went right in, like didn't say anything, just fucking put that thing right in there. And then this is like the coolest thing I thought about him was he was like always on like this shock level. I think it was like being a stripper. He always had to level up, but he literally peed in my butthole, and I.
Wait.
And okay, the best part of the whole thing though is
I have a hard time pissing with a boner.
Okay, I did ask my doctor about it, and my doctor did say that this is actually like a very gifted human, that not all men can pee while hard.
Note to self, Jaded
Game
Moon's
up.
got the plastic sheets.
Game up. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I have actually like rubber on my bed so that because I'm doing a lot with pee. But anyways, so he pretty much peed.
I got a couple girlfriends that when they come over, I know to have plenty of towels and make sure I got the fucking waterproof sheet underneath the fucking sheets.
Yeah. So and then the greatest part of the whole thing was that I was completely shocked by this. My mouth was like, my jaw dropped open, and I turn and I look over my shoulder, and he had the nerve. Okay, he knows that he peed in my butthole. I know that he peed in my butthole. We both know that he peed in my butthole. But he said, "How is daddy's little squirter doing?" And I was like, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You just peed in my butthole. And he was like, no, you squirted. And I was like, let's fuck again. You are awesome.
So basically, he just fucking pissed all over the place. And then did you squirt it all over him or just all over the bed? Like, did you know what? It
was just kind of, I mean, because his dick was still in my butthole when he peed. So it had kind of just got all over. Yeah, it just had got all over both of us. And I was like...
Sometimes I'm super thankful.
I'm like all flushed
just
thinking about
rooms.
it. Yes.
Like...
Because I'm a savage, you know what I mean?
There's a couple times that I've had some chicks at the house, and then, I hear they're coming into town, and I'm like, nope, we're going to get a hotel.
Yeah.
Staycation, yay!
Yeah, I always wanted to fuck at his house. I was like, let's fuck at your house,
I don't feel like ruining my brand new mattress.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, you're great and all, but we're staying at a hotel.
Yeah. So for me, I honestly think that it's really not about like what is ideal, like I think is super hot. It's what's hot at the moment. You know what I mean? Like if someone can do something that like wows me, you know, you come out with some next level shit, then I'm all in, you know what I mean? And that to me is super hot. It doesn't, there's not necessarily one thing or another. It's normally like, you know, something that somebody's into. And I think the enthusiasm of another person is usually what gets me excited.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Like there's been plenty of times where you're gung-ho and then, you know, the person you're with is kind of a dud, and you're just like, okay, you better fucking put a little pep in your step, or I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, like I'm not super.
Like, how do you expect this to work, bro?
Yeah, I'm not super into like water sports, but I used to fuck this one dude who was like so into it. Like he wanted me to keep a catalog of the type of water that I drank and like how much. You know what I mean? And that was like that was
like, what is that even for? What does that even mean?
And that was like his like foreplay was like me talking about my consumption of water and how it felt going down my throat, and like this is like what turned him on. And so
Did you eat any peanuts today? Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god, here, eat this corn.
Oh my god, yeah,
like,
it was crazy. So he used to hit me up. And I'm a tattooer, so I stay up all night. I definitely don't go to bed early. But he would hit me up at like 7 a.m. and be like, "Did you pee yet?" And I'm like, okay, it's 7 a.m. Calm the fuck down. I'm a tattooer. Hit me up at noon. I'll be up then. But he was so into my first pee of the day. Oh my God. Yeah. But
you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, but. Dudes are fucking weirdos, man.
Oh yeah.
Like dudes,
yeah.
Like
there's some shit that I'm like, oh,
dudes
okay.
are fucking weirdos. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the whole fetish thing, I feel like dudes are way more out of control than chicks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like know, yeah, obviously chicks are like, I got some fetish things going. No, dudes are fucking. They're like the creepo, which I get it. I mean, the older I get, the more I'm just like. All right, we're going to have to fucking slam this thing in a fucking book right now to get off.
Yeah, I have met some chicks, though, that I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I did have this friend who liked to dress up like a baby and, like, shit in, like, a big diaper. We need to get her on here.
Oh. If it smells like shit in here, I'm going to get pissed. It's bad enough. It's like
she would like put a binky in her mouth and all the things, and I was like, yo, that's interesting for sure.
I'm down with that until I smell shit. Like
until she shits.
Like, did you really just fucking shit? like one thing having a baby shit, but you're a grown ass person shit.
Yeah,
that's
so
twice
like
the
Taco
size.
Bell shit is not gonna be cool.
Yeah, like when you straight up just eat the biggest plate of fucking bean burrito ever.
And you're like, I'm wearing a diaper, I'm just shitting in it. No, that's not. I don't know. I mean, I feel
like it would burn. Yeah. I feel like when I
because it would be sitting there.
Yeah, I feel like I have to get my crap out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because it burns coming out sometimes.
Yeah.
What is with dudes though? That have for instance, I had a weird situation once when I just got off the plane from Vegas to Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there waiting for my luggage. You know, and obviously everybody talks to me, and I'm friendly. I talk to everybody. I'm like, hey, what's up? Same. You know, how's it going?
Yeah.
So the guy's like,
strangers.
Yeah, basically. So the dude's just like, oh, coming from Vegas, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I live there. He's like, oh yeah, Vegas is crazy. I love your tattoos. And I was like, yeah, cool, thanks, bro. Yeah. Blah blah blah. You know, the small talk. Everybody wants to talk fucking tattoos.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got some buddies in Vegas that are into some crazy stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Vegas is a spot, you know?
Yeah, you're like, I'm waiting.
So,
what is this guy going to say?
Exactly. So I'm like waiting, like, where's this going?
Yeah.
So sure enough, what does he do? He's like, yeah, I got this buddy, right? And he pays guys $100 an hour. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But anyway, so you know it's not me. So he pays these guys $100 an hour to massage and like just, I guess, smell their feet, you know? So he's telling me all about this. And obviously I'm not phased at all. I'm just like, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, whatever you're into.
Yeah, everybody's got their own shit. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I mean, if that's what gets you off, you know what I mean? Like, there's dudes that like shoving fists in their ass too, and that gets them off. So I'm like, whatever. Well, he gets his bag before me, and I'm still standing there waiting to get my bag. And I could see him lurking behind me. He's like standing there, and I was like, all right, he still wants to talk to me, you know? So I get my bag, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to put it out there. If I give you $20, can I just smell your foot right now? And I was like, right now? Like, I'm right in the middle of the baggage claim at the fucking airport.
My God,
it's busy as hell.
Yeah.
So I was like, $20?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not taking my sock off, but you want me to take my shoe off? He's like, yeah, just kick your shoe off. And I was like, fuck it. So I kicked my shoe off.
$20 is $20, you know what I mean?
This dude dropped to the ground so fast, grabs my foot, and I'm talking like the hardest two-handed squeeze massage. Yeah. Like, he just started, and he shoved my foot so far in his fucking nose and took the biggest, deepest breaths, like 4 deep breaths. He like,
yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
And he literally just was like eyes rolled back in his head, and he was just like, oh my God, thank you. And he tried to give me the $20, and I was like, you know what, bro? Keep your $20. I'm just gonna chalk this up as the craziest shit that's ever happened to me at the airport.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, the dudes are never gonna believe this, because my guys are outside waiting to pick me up. So I like grabbed my bag and I fucking put my shoe on, and that dude like ran away. You know, like boom, and I was just like, fuck, I could use $100, man. So
yeah,
I'm like, I'm sure he got his number. Hey, if you're watching this, you know, times are tough, quarantine right now.
Slide
so,
into them DMs.
Yeah, I'll sit and watch a movie while you massage my feet for $100. Shit.
Fuck it, man. Yeah. Definitely feet are a thing for sure. I definitely have dudes. My OnlyFans, one of the easiest things is just for me to sit there and rub my feet, and that gets like the most attention.
I have a girlfriend that actually puts on high heels and steps on dudes.
Oh yeah,
and they pay her to step on them with high heels.
Yeah,
which
totally into.
They have to be like these certain 6-inch heel. Like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck happened to this dude when he was younger?
Yeah.
Like, mommy came home drunk from the fucking bar and you know, walked all over little fucking Bobby. Or it's like
yeah.
Like, how do
I had that guy who came into the shop. This was many years ago, and it was when I was working just regular at the shop. I wasn't traveling as much, and he came in and he was like, Jaded Moon? Like, where is she? And the guys were like, hey, there's this guy.
I think I remember
this.
I think I remember.
Yeah, they're like, there's this guy who's looking for you. And I'm like, is it like a bill collector or something?
Is he trying to serve me papers?
Because if so, I better get out the back door, you know what I mean?
Like feel him out real quick.
Yeah, like see what's up. You know what? But I was like, I ain't scared. Like, whatever he has to give me, he's going to give me.
That's when I know when people come into the shop looking for me by my real name.
Yeah.
They're like, he ain't here. Like, the guys know. They're like, no.
So pretty much I go out, and it seemed pretty normal. The guy was pretty much like, you know, I just want to get tattooed. I want to get this sleeve, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, nothing seemed to be going down until halfway through the tattoo. He then presented the idea of if he could pay me $1,500 for me for 30 minutes to step on his dick until it turned blue. And I said,
is this going to be cash or credit?
Okay, so that
I would have been like,
I'm gonna need that in cash for sure. I don't want to pay taxes on this.
Yeah. Hey, you can PayPal me, friends and family. Thank you.
Because I don't want you trying to get it back in 90 days. Yeah. So, anyways, he said that he had a bunch of videos. Now, granted, I thought that he was gonna pull up videos like online of, you know, chicks stepping on dicks, but it was actually him having his dick stepped on, and it was violent. I was like, yo.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that because I remember
I think you were working that day.
Yeah, I remember the dude get
and then basically he said,
so how do you find out that you are into that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Because,
but he basically said that I looked like the first dominatrix that he ever went to, and that he had been searching, and that my tone of voice was also very similar, and so he was trying to fulfill some kind of fantasy from youth.
You know what's crazy is I think most dominatrix have like the Black Betty Page look.
Yeah, and I have
feel
that
like
look.
That's, like Betty Page was probably like one of the first known photographed dominatrix chicks.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
so
she
like
was,
a lot of them.
I think that you know, people see the really normal Betty Page stuff, but if you dig a little bit and you go to the dark web and stuff, you'll see like the real deal shit. Yeah. So she was definitely into some weird shit for sure. But yeah, and I think
just an innocent girl trying to make a buck.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, to be honest, I guess I do portray that that style of a woman, and then also I have a strong personality, so they assume. And I'm a large chick, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not short. I'm definitely hefty built. So I definitely think they think if she puts on a pair of heels, she will fucking crush my balls, and I will. So.
Which I don't understand, because I'm over here like.
Please don't.
I'm like guarding my balls with the fucking like you fucking sit on me wrong. I'm ready to fucking rip your rib out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, I've had many clients who, and you know, it's funny because they never hit me up in person when they're sitting in my chair, but literally because I give every client my phone number. It's like, if you're having an issue or a problem, you hit me up. It's cool. You know, I give a fuck. You know what I mean?
People can't believe that my phone number
they can't believe it.
Is on my business
Yeah,
card.
they can't believe that I give my phone number out to everybody. And I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's a modern day. If I want to block somebody, I just block them. Well, it's not that big of a deal. I just tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, like, hey, dude.
Knock it off. And they do.
Me.
Yes, and they do it. Okay. So anyways, I had this one client after his session. He was oddly super quiet and just sort of staring at me the whole time, and you know, my head is down, but I could still feel him glaring at me. And it was like maybe a couple hours later, he must have built up the fucking, I don't know, the nerve.
It took 2 hours to get the courage to say, your hair smells like flowers. Will you step on my balls?
So then he fucking asked me, he said, listen, you know, if I could pay you extra next time you tattoo me, I just want you to run at me as fast and hard as you can and just kick me right in the balls with those same, and I was wearing these big boots at the time because I always wear big platform boots. And he's like, you know, with the big boots you have on right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just a tattooer.
And then that started the whole fucking Jaded Moon.
And here we are now, pegging dudes.
Yeah. So, if you want to get the pegging session going,
hit me up.
I wonder how many people are going to actually listen to this and be like, huh.
Wow, I could probably get pegged.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably the biggest thing now would be like, okay, for instance, when you bought your first strap-on, did you actually go to the store and buy it?
Yes. So actually, when I purchased my first strap-on, I was actually very, interested in purchasing one that was very authentic. So I wanted one that was specifically from Germany because they deal with the best type of fetish wear that there is.
I feel like that's like the capital.
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
For sure.
The Nazis got the fetish thing down.
I actually go to Germany all the time and go to sex clubs out there because they are fucking in it and awesome. And, you know, in America, I feel like people are very... It's almost like it's a taboo even to talk about sex or even to say something.
Like, you know, you have to actually walk into a sex shop to buy the dildo, and I feel like
you can purchase one online, but you know, you really want to anything
for instance,
you want to try it on, see the size.
Okay, when my truck's parked at the sex shop,
yeah,
everybody knows that cleans at the sex shop. You know what I mean? Like, it is like,
true.
oh, the Dalai Lama's parked
Yeah.
at fucking Deja Vu's.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
Yeah.
You know?
It's so funny. So
But I feel like that's the thing. But now you have
Yeah.
like Amazon. Like, I just tried to buy a dildo for one of my chicks.
Yeah.
And I literally went on Amazon and I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are half the price. They're
Yes.
so cheap.
They're
That's
so
why
cheap,
So I
but-
feel like now you can actually go online
Yeah.
and order all the shit that you were too
can.
embarrassed to park in the parking lot, walk in, pay the cashier, have the cashier girl fucking, you know, blatantly just
Yeah, look at you.
look at your
fucking
shit,
pervert.
grab your money, hand sanitizer hand, fucking, and hand you your change.
And then tell all her friends later about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just imagine what that poor fucking cashier has to go through sometimes.
I'm sure all the questions. I think the only one thing for me, okay, I have an array of sex toys. I literally probably have, I don't know, probably maybe 10, 11 vibrators. But I have one, and everybody who follows me on OnlyFans has seen it a zillion times. I used to post on Instagram, and I think that's why I lost my Instagram.
The black one.
But the black,
I've seen it.
Everybody's seen it.
The old glazed donut.
Yeah.
Like-
and I have a bunch, you know, I have this Hitachi with attachments and this and that and really super expensive ones. And this one is not all that expensive. It's
Super
middle
Slick
of the
3000
road.
with the fucking super fucking shooter fucking attachment to it.
But that fucking thing, man, it does not matter like what's happening. I can literally just insert that bad boy and within minutes, boom, come, done. And go about my business in my day. But
I feel like
have
that's the only way I like to fucking get on.
Yeah.
If I can't make it happen in a minute,
then I'm not down.
then I'm
Yeah, because I'm
I got other
busy,
shit
you
to
know what
do.
I mean? I got a lot of stuff to do. I got fucking emails to check, this and that. But yeah, but like I said, I have about 10 or 11 or something like that. And all the rest, honestly, I am not satisfied with. So like that one though in particular, I went into a sex shop. I literally physically
Tried 'em on.
Looked at it size wise and
I wore a
everything.
mini skirt and I went, I just
Can
took
I
them all
just
for
go
a
in your
test
fitting
ride.
room for a minute? No.
Yeah, no, this one's too small. This one's too big. This one's just right.
Yeah.
I just don't like the action of this one.
Yeah. But I do feel like that's the benefit of going into a sex shop is being able to see the product, actually being able to turn it on to see what you
Have you
like
ever been
about
to the
it.
big ass one that's right down the road here?
Yes.
The 2-story one.
Which one?
The one that's right on the corner of Valley View and Tropicana.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
And
never
they have
been-
like some stripper gear in there too.
Yeah,
and
I'd
stuff.
never been in there, and then me and Lori went in there,
Yeah.
and it was like the fucking biggest. It was like
Yeah.
it was insane.
It's almost overwhelming.
Yeah,
I
was
went
just-
to
and
a
I'm just thinking-
giant
I'm
one
thinking
in
to myself,
Germany.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And sure as fuck,
How much shit can you buy?
and then on top of that, when you pulled in, there's like 2 cars inside.
Yeah.
But then when you get inside, I was like, it's like they're having a fucking party.
Yeah.
There was like 50
So
people
many
in this
people,
motherfucker.
yeah.
I'm like, what are they getting dropped off by their mom?
Yeah,
Like, what
totally.
the fuck?
I went to this one in Germany, and honestly, it's like I said, like other countries, especially like Europe, people are way cooler with sex and like talking about sex and the idea of sex. And I went to this one, and it was 3 stories. There was a basement that had like clothes, and then there was like another level, and then there was one more level that just was all toys. And I remember walking through there thinking, how many it was so jam-packed with people that you actually couldn't get to a display to look at it, and I was just amazed. And it was like all walks of life, so it was like the creepy dude that you probably doesn't get out very much to
He's got the trench coat
yeah.
on, hiding in the corner.
And then there was the soccer moms, and then there was like some hip people in there, and it was just all walks of life and people from all different countries. There was definitely people, no one really spoke English. It was a super cool place, and I thought, man, America, Vegas, we do have some things like that.
I feel like Vegas is a great spot because I feel like Vegas, when people from out of town think of Vegas, I feel like this is the place where they can actually come and maybe do some experimenting and maybe let loose a little bit more than they would in like Boise, Idaho or some shit.
Oh, for sure.
Some back little town to where I feel like Vegas definitely is a place where, I mean, obviously there's a sex fucking shop on every other corner, and everywhere you look there's a billboard for girls direct, or I feel like, you know, sex is a huge part of Vegas, you know, and I feel like if you're gonna experiment, I mean, I wonder how many people are watching this that are probably like, yeah, man, I remember that one time. That one time when I was in Vegas. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I hope there's no videos of that.
Yeah, I remember this one time. I was working at what fucking shop? It was the one that was in the Riviera. It was Fox and Hounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Three Lions.
Three Lions. Yeah.
Three Lions.
Three Lines, that's right. And so anyways, I was working there, and man, we had a slam day. I was exhausted, and just for a moment I needed to like get some air, so I went and sat by the pool, and I just remember like laying back for a second, just trying to like get okay, like calm down, like it's been a rough day. And I look up and I see like 3 dudes in this window, like one giant buff black dude, one giant Mexican dude, and then a very small Asian dude, and they're just like railing the Asian dude out and then tossing him like literally to the other dude, and then just the next dude is like railing him out and then just literally just tosses him back. And I thought,
they just got out of jail.
I just thought there is some shit going down in Vegas, like behind every window right now, like every, you know, thing that's closed, all the window shades. There's some fucking shit happening.
Yeah. Oh,
and if I hadn't
totally
been sitting there and like happened to look up at that moment, you know, I would have never saw that. But I literally for half a second just needed like a breather and just happened to glance up, and this whole thing was going down.
Burned in your
Yeah, I was just like, wow, they are throwing that guy. Like, that was amazing. But
so yeah, I think that, you know, I mean, we tried to go to the Green Door one time.
Yeah,
you know, there's that sex club, because people ask me about that club all the time.
Yeah,
they're all, you know, and they're just like, oh my god, when I go to Vegas, I want to go to the Green Door. So like, there's places that definitely, I feel like Vegas is definitely more open than most.
Yeah, I think that Vegas is open. I do think we're still lacking in things. We do have the Green Door. We have the Red Rooster, which is the other one.
Yeah.
Which is more just like a house type of thing.
What was the one that used to be over on Boulder Highway? There used to be one that was on Boulder Highway that was it called the Church or something, or this?
Oh, I don't remember that one.
School.
There is a new one that I heard about. I doubt with the social distancing that they're doing anything with it, but yeah, I mean, I think we have outlets, but honestly, like if you don't hit the Green Door on a good night,
well, yeah, we went, it was
you are, yeah, like a Wednesday or something, you're like, oh, okay, this is what I have to choose from.
There's Nancy over there just getting plowed out by, you know,
by Greg and Jim regulars. Yeah. So, I definitely.
It's like going in there and watching my mom fucking get plowed out.
Yeah,
like, all right, I don't need to see this.
Yeah, totally. I did one night. I went to the Red Rooster. And it has like a dance floor. So I pretty much went to dance because I go to a lot of sex clubs, but I don't necessarily always want to have sex. I kind of just like the environment.
I feel like Vegas is lacking like dance parties.
Yeah, I think so too. But that one in particular actually has.
Hang on, let me go shut my. Oh, it stopped. Okay.
Okay. I honestly, that one has a great dance floor.
Hang on.
So, which is pretty cool. So when you go in, it's basically a house, and there's just this big area, and there's like this giant dance floor there. And I just remember it also has this other room that's like a theater. And I remember being wowed by the fact that, I could tell that there was a woman in the midst of these men because I could see like a portion of her arm, and maybe I could tell that her hair was brown because I could see a little glimpse of hair coming out. But this lady was getting railed out out by like, dude, there must have been like 15 dudes just like piled on top of her. And then there's kind of like these theater seats, so you could kind of like sit and watch, you know, and that's like the whole point of it, you know, is that someone is whatever.
I have a pretty good story about, so this guy I know used to work the door over at the sex club. And there's this guy that kept getting in their dumpster. And they're just like, look, dude, like normal ass, you know, dad looking dude, you know, wearing his fucking New Balance, you know, had his khakis on. So he's climbing in the dumpster, ripping bags open and shit.
Yeah.
And
which probably have condoms in it.
Well, that's what he was looking for.
Oh.
And he would look for all the used rubbers, and he was like eating them and like chewing on them and sucking on them. So they kept,
my God.
So they're like, yo, bro,
savage.
Get the fuck out of there. Like, stay the fuck out of our dumpster. Like, so they put a chain on it. This motherfucker comes back, cuts the chain off. Like a week later.
Wow.
They caught him on camera, and then they go out there. They're like, what the fuck? And he's in the dumpster. So that was his thing, was going through a dumpster.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just imagine coming up with a story telling your old lady, because he's, like, probably happily married.
Yeah.
And just telling your old lady, like, I'm going out to get milk. I'll be back.
He's probably an accountant.
Yeah, exactly. And he's
Greg.
over here going through a fucking dumpster, looking for used rubbers.
Holy motherfuck. People are savages.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, dudes are fucking weird.
You don't know. I did.
Like, I think about it, I'm thinking, man, I'm a lame-o compared to some of these guys.
I used to fuck this dude who loved to eat his own cum. So if I would, like, go to like suck him off and then like I would go to like swallow his cum, he'd push me away. He would like push me away. And then he would grab it and he would eat it. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like I've been working all day for that.
Dude, what the fuck? And he would literally gobble it up. And I was always like, are you like, what is the matter with you? He would never ever let me eat any of his cum. It was like the most ridiculous.
This dude's sitting at home by himself watching.
Fucking God.
He's sitting at home fucking like, I need the protein.
I don't know what. He's like, I'm not going to let this out of my body. I'm going to get it back in there. I was like, what? Dude, it was insane. I'd be like, oh, come in me. And he'd be like, no. And he'd pull out and eat it. And I was like, ah. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. But that lady, though, from the Red Rooster, I ended up coming back because I'm there to dance, you know what I mean? I'm dancing, I'm having a good time. I come back probably about an hour later, a whole new set of dudes on top of her railing her out.
I think you'd be kind of sore after a while.
That's what I was thinking. And then, you know, I asked the bartender there at that place, I said, you know, hey, like, what's up with that lady? You know what I mean? And they said she's a regular here. You know, she has a really super professional job.
And she can have loose.
Yeah, exactly. And she doesn't have this outlet in life. And this is like what she does. And dudes know the days that she comes.
Wow.
And it's like they literally wait for her.
Wow.
And I was like, well, whatever her fucking thing is, you know what I mean? Cool.
Well, you got anything else you want to share?
Yeah. No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody where to find you, how to find you.
Cool. I mean, you can find me on Instagram. My Instagrams don't last that long, so you got to kind of keep up on it.
So you got to keep digging if it's not there.
But anyway, Jaded Moon Tattoos with an underscore at the end. And then if you want to go to my OnlyFans, it's just www.onlyfans.com/jadedmoon. You know, beyond that, you can go to my website, which links to everything, which is www.jadedmoontattoo.com. So, yep, come stalk me, man. Creep on me. So
with that being said, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody for chiming in, and it's been super fun.
Yeah.
Like, I hope everybody got a kick out of this podcast, and if you guys got any comments, let's hear them. Let's see where this goes.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see where this goes. I'm excited.
Maybe next time we'll peg somebody on the show.
Oh, man. I would get kicked off YouTube.
Oh, that's true. Okay, never mind.
We'd have to
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a
OnlyFans just for
OnlyFans
this. Yeah.
just for the sexual content that's about to go down on this podcast.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you
very
much.
Cool.
Over and out. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening, and that's a wrap.